morning sound off underway here on NowLive.com. Got a full house here. Good to have you guys stopping by, checking out the show. Got Elwood in a sound off. It's a message board hanging out there with the sports fans. We also have our man Grasso coming by, big Laker fan and Giants fan, and our man Smitty in the house stopping by, checking out the show. Smitty almost checked out, however. Thought we were getting ready to do a little NBA discussion. Had to break the news to him, though NBA has already been discussed. We don't talk much NBA, at least not this time of the year. Unless, of course, Shaq and Kobe are reuniting. Ooh, big reunion. No, let me get into some baseball talk here. I know baseball season's over. Everybody's wondering, what are you talking baseball for? Well, some unfinished business. We hand out some hardware here on the show. And let's talk about where some of these free agents are going. If you guys want to get on the conversation, sound off into the message board is live at NowLive.com. Also, the phone lines are open. 305-433-6998. New York Yankees just handed over the keys to the Ferrari, if you will, to Hal Steinbrenner. So the Big Daddy is out. In comes the young blood, taking over the New York Yankees. And he's not, maybe not the same, but heck, he's a Steinbrenner. And he's saying right now, look, the CC Sabathia offer is on the table, 6 years, $140 million, but don't look for it to be there for too long. So, CC, memo out there to CC. If you're thinking about taking the cash, you better get on it. Which I think, me personally, I think it's ridiculous. And I'm not just talking about the offer. I think it's ridiculous for CC Sabathia to even, okay, maybe it's not ridiculous to consider the $140 million, but two problems I have with it. He was phenomenal once he got traded to the National League. A good pitcher in the American League, but outstanding with the Brewers this season. I think he can have another Cy Young type season again with no matter who he's with, whether it's the Brewers or the Dodgers or whoever else can jump in there. Number two, there's just too much pressure in New York. I don't think he can live up to it. And the team that's surrounded around him, or would be surrounding around him in New York, I'm not that impressed with. Mike Mussina retires. He won 20 games last year. Yes, he's 40, but he had a phenomenal year for a 40-year-old pitcher. So now the Yankees are really in dire need of pitching. And it just doesn't seem like a good decision. I don't know what you guys are thinking out there. Should CC go to New York? Where do you see him playing if not? And then some of the other big key free agent names out there, and the Major League Baseball hot stove starts to heat up, cranking it up. That's right. Winter meetings are a month away. And that's about the time of year where you really start to see some of these guys start to get traded. Manny Ramirez, will he remain a Dodger? Mark Teixeira, will he remain an Angel? I think personally the Dodgers would be missing a huge opportunity if they let Manny Ramirez go. I mean, look, Derek Lowe is a free agent. Brad Penny is probably going to be gone. So pitching for the Dodgers is not going to be one of their strong points. So they've got to keep this guy, Manny Ramirez, in the lineup. Jeff Kent's heading towards the end of his career. Boy, if they don't sign Manny Ramirez, LA has gone from the top to the bottom in a short period of time. Back to the CC thing. Look, if he's not with the Yankees, where do you guys see him going? There's only a handful of teams that can get into the CC Sabathia sweepstakes, and now that the Yankees have put that offer on the table, 6 years, $140. Where do you see him going? I mean, can St. Louis get into this sweepstakes here? I haven't heard anything. Maybe the Anaheim Angels. If you're the Angels, where are your priorities? getting Mark Teixeira back in that lineup, or maybe going out and getting a pitcher like CC Sabathia, which I think would be a phenomenal addition for the Angels. But now there's talk even of the Angels losing K-Rod, the guy who sets the single-season save record in 2008. Talk that he could be heading over to the New York Mets, which would only please me, as you can imagine, diehard Mets fan. And I was actually checking the old inbox over at myspace.com/morningsounoff, and I find Elwood sending me, well, not a very good Mets picture. Wasn't too pleased to find what I found in the inbox. You know, we're doing a thing here, Elwood, in case you forgot. It's send over your favorite team's logo, favorite player, whoever you root for. It's not crack back at the host, okay? All right. Where was I? I think you also got a couple of big-name pitchers, not CC Sabathia, big name, but, you know, Ben Sheets is out there. Is this a guy you'd want to have in your team? 15 to 17-game winners. Had some injury issues recently, the past couple of years. I think Ben Sheets would fit well with like a St. Louis team, a New York Mets squad. Heck, the Atlanta Braves, I think, could use a Ben Sheets. And Kerry Woods out there if anybody needs bullpen help. Well, you do have to question his health for a full season, however. Got somebody on the webcam over there. Union worker, welcome to the show. Checking out the Morning Sound Up live at NLive.com. So it'll be some interesting fallout as the winter meetings approach in Major League Baseball. Well, let's take a look at some of the awards that we can hand out here on the show. We all know that Albert Pujols of the St. Louis Cardinals got MVP. In the National League. Dustin Pedroia in the American League. Not sure if you guys agree with that. A couple of other nominees out there. Francisco Rodriguez, who we mentioned earlier, set the all-time save record for a single season. Not so many pitchers get American League MVPs, however. MVPs, whether it's American or national. Would you consider him as one of your choices? Cliff Lee had a phenomenal year. I don't know if it was an MVP type year. Justin Morneau with the Minnesota Twins had a great year. So did, how about Josh Hamilton? Everybody kind of forgot about him because he plays for the Texas Rangers. Or would you root for him? I thought he had a great year. I might vote for him just by default because, look, I don't really like the Red Sox. So you're not really going to get me voting for Dustin Pedroia. Although I was impressed with Francisco Rodriguez's year.